Orleans County is a county in the western part of the U.S. state of New York. As of the 2010 census, the population was 42,883. The county seat is Albion. The county received its name at the insistence of Nehemiah Ingersoll, though historians are unsure how the name was selected. The two competing theories are that it was named to honor the French royal house of Orleans, or that it was to honor Andrew Jackson's victory in New Orleans, located on the south shore of Lake Ontario. Orleans County since the late 20th century has been considered part of the Rochester, NY Metropolitan Statistical Area. History. When counties were established by the British authorities in the province of New York in 1683, the present Orleans County was part of the territory of Albany County. This was an enormous county, including the northern part of present-day New York State as well as all of the present state of Vermont and, in theory, extending westward to the Pacific Ocean. This county was reduced in size on July 3, 1766 by the creation of Cumberland County, and further on March 16, 1770 by the creation of Gloucester County, both containing territory now in Vermont. On March 12, 1772, the remaining Albany County was split into three parts, one remaining under the name Albany County. Tryon County contained the large western portion, and thus, since no western boundary was specified, theoretically still extended west to the Pacific. The eastern boundary of Tryon County was approximately 5 miles west of the present city of Schenectady, and the county included the Mohawk River Valley, the western part of the Adirondack Mountains in the area west of the West Branch of the Delaware River. The area then designated as Tryon County now includes 37 counties of New York State. The county was named for William Tryon, colonial governor of New York. This western area was occupied largely by the Onondaga, Oneida and other western nations of the Iroquois Confederacy. The westernmost European settlements were in the area of Little Falls and present-day Herkimer. During the unrest prior to the outbreak of the American Revolutionary War, feelings ran high in the Mohawk Valley, and there were local attacks by rebels against known loyalists. Most of Tryon County's loyalists fled to Canada before 1776, where they were later granted land by the Crown to develop what is now Ontario. In 1784, following the peace treaty that ended the American Revolutionary War, Tryon County's name was changed to Montgomery County to honor the General Richard Montgomery. He had captured several places in Canada and died attempting to capture the city of Quebec. It replaced the name of the now hated colonial British governor. In 1789, Ontario County split off from Montgomery. During this period, thousands of migrants settled in the western part of the state from New England and eastern New York, resulting in the creation of more counties. In 1802, Genesee County was created by splitting Ontario County. Genesee County was then divided into Allegheny County in 1806. Cattaraugus, Chautauqua, and Niagara counties in 1808. Ontario, Livingston, and Monroe counties in 1821. And finally Orleans County in 1824. When Orleans County was formed in 1824, a dispute arose about naming it after President Andrew Jackson or President John Adams. The conflict was ended by choosing the name of the French royal house of Orleans. During and following the Napoleonic era in France, numerous French refugees came to New York, some settling in the upstate areas. Geography. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the county has a total area of 817 square miles. 2,120 square kilometers, of which 391 square miles, 1,010 square kilometers, is land, and 426 square miles, 1,100 square kilometers, 52%, is water. The high proportion of water is due to the extension of Orleans County north into Lake Ontario to the Canada-US border, a line of latitude running through the middle of the lake. The distance from the Orleans shore north to the international border is greater than the distance from the shore south to the Genesee County line, meaning the area of Orleans underwater is greater than that above water. Orleans County is in western New York State, northeast of Buffalo and west of Rochester, on the southern shore of Lake Ontario. The Erie Canal passes east-west through the middle of the county. When its construction was completed in 1824, it attracted new settlers to the largely rural county. Trade and passenger traffic stimulated the development of local businesses. Adjacent counties: Monroe County, east; Genesee County, south; Niagara County, west. Major highways: New York State Route 18, New York State Route 31, New York State Route 63, New York State Route 98, New York State Route 104, Lake Ontario State Parkway, National Protected Area, Iroquois National Wildlife Refuge, Part, State Protected Areas, Lakeside Beach State Park, Oak Orchard State Marine Park, Oak Orchard Wildlife Management Area, Tonawanda Wildlife Management Area. Government and politics. Starting in 1824, the county government was run by a board of supervisors, consisting of elected supervisors from each township in Orleans County. This geographic representation meant that the residents of more urbanized areas were underrepresented on the board. In 1980, the state and county established a 7-member elected legislature to replace the board of supervisors. Representatives are elected from single-member districts roughly equal in population. It is headed by a chairman. Orleans County is heavily Republican. It has voted Republican in every presidential election since the party's founding in 1856. Except for one, 1964. It also voted Whig in every election from 1828 until 1852. County government equals Orleans County Legislature equals Orleans County elected officials equals state and federal government equals. Orleans County is part of the 8th Judicial District of the New York Supreme Court, the 4th Division of the New York Supreme Court, Appellate Division. Demographics. As of the census of 2000, there were 44,171 people, 15,363 households, and 10,846 families residing in the county. The population density was 113 people per square mile, 44 per square kilometers. There were 17,347 housing units at an average density of 44 per square miles, 17 per square kilometers. The racial makeup of the county was 89.12% white, 7.31% black or African American, 0.46% Native American, 0.32% Asian, 0.03% Pacific Islander, 1.54% from other races, and 1.21% from 2 or more races. 3.89% of the population were Hispanic or Latino of any race. 20.3% were of German, 18.3% English, 10.8% Italian, 10.3% Irish, 9.4% American and 7.3% Polish ancestry according to Census 2000. 96.0% spoke English and 3.0% Spanish as their first language. There were 15,363 households, out of which 35.0% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 54.3% were married couples living together. 11.2% had a female householder with no husband present. And 29.4% were non-families. 23.7% of all households were made up of individuals, and 10.7% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.65 and the average family size was 3.13. In the county, the population was spread out, with 26.2% under the age of 18. 8.2% from 18 to 24, 31.3% from 25 to 44, 21.9% from 45 to 64, and 12.40% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 36 years. For every 100 females there were 98.3 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 95.2 males. The median income for a household in the county was $37,972, and the median income for a family was $42,830. Males had a median income of $32,450 versus $22,605 for females. The per capita income for the county was $16,457. About 7.7% of families and 10.8% of the population were below the poverty line, including 15.0% of those under age 18 and 5.2% of those age 65 or over. Education. Public schools. The county has 5 school districts, although the actual district boundaries can extend into neighboring counties, and the same is true for neighboring counties' districts. The 5 districts, from west to east, are Lyndonville Central School District, northern half of Western Third, roughly covering Lyndonville Village and the towns of Yates and Ridgeway. Medina Central School District, southern half of Western Third, roughly covering Medina Village and the towns of Ridgeway and Shelby. Albion Central School District, middle third, roughly covering Albion Village and the towns of Carlton, Gaines, Albion, and Barr. Kendall Central School District, northern half of Eastern Third, roughly covering the towns of Kendall and Murray. Holly Central School District, southern half of Eastern Third, roughly covering Holly Village and the towns of Murray and Clarendon. Each of these school districts participates in Orleans, Niagara-Bosse's private school. There is currently one non-denominational K-12 school in the county, Orleans County Christian School College. One college maintains satellite campuses in Orleans County: Genesee Community College, Albion; Genesee Community College, Medina. Public services. Orleans County has 4 public libraries serving its population. Community Free Library, located in Holly; Hogue Library, located in Albion; Lee Whedon Memorial Library, located in Medina; Yates Community Library, located in Lyndonville. Communities, towns, villages: Albion, county seat; Holly, Lyndonville, Medina; Hamlets, Ashwood, Bar Center, Brockville, Childs, County Line, Eagle Harbor, East Shelby, Fancher, Hinsburg, Hulberton, Jeddo, Kendall Mills, Kenyonville, Knowlesville, Cookville, Millers, Millville, Oak Orchard, Sawyer, Shelby Center, Yates Center. See also Orleans County Sheriff's Office. List of fire departments in Orleans County, New York. List of counties in New York. National Register of Historic Places listings in Orleans County, New York. Official web page. Orleans County at Curlie, based on DMOZ. Orleans County Travel Guide from Wiki Voyage. Genesee Community College in Orleans County. Brief historical summary of Orleans County, NY.